Today our topic is the importance of self-reflection in Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. One of the most important tools in Stoicism is self-reflection. Self-reflection means looking at yourself honestly, understanding your thoughts, actions, and emotions, and learning from them. It is like looking in the mirror, not just at your face, but at your soul. This practice helps you grow, become wiser, and live a more peaceful life. Why is self-reflection so important in Stoicism? Let's explore this idea step by step. First, self-reflection helps us understand ourselves better. In our daily lives, we often act without thinking. We react to situations quickly, sometimes with anger, fear, frustration. Stoicism teaches us to pause and think before we act. By reflecting on our actions, we can see why we do certain things. For example, if you get angry when someone criticizes you, self-reflection can help you understand why. Maybe you feel insecure or you don't like being wrong. Once you understand this, you can work on it. Self-reflection helps us see our weaknesses but also our strengths. It shows us where we need to improve and where we are already doing well. Second, self-reflection helps us take responsibility for our lives. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. When we reflect on our actions, we realize that we are responsible for our choices. If we make a mistake, we cannot blame others or the situation. We must take responsibility and learn from it. For example, if you fail at something, instead of blaming bad luck, you can reflect on what you could have done differently. This mindset helps us grow and become better. It also gives us a sense of control over our lives. When we take responsibility, we feel empowered because we know that we have the power to change. Third, self-reflection helps us stay focused on what truly matters. In life, we often get distracted by things that are not important. We worry about what others think of us. We chase after money or fame, or we get caught up in small problems. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what is within our control and to let go of what is not. Self-reflection helps us see what is truly important to us. It helps us align our actions with our values. For example, if you value kindness, self-reflection can help you see if you are acting kindly towards others. If you value honesty, it can help you see if you are being honest with yourself and others. By reflecting on our values, we can live a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. Fourth, self-reflection helps us deal with challenges and setbacks. Life is not always easy. We face difficulties, failures, and disappointments. Stoicism teaches us to accept these challenges as part of life and to see them as opportunities to grow. Self-reflection helps us learn from our mistakes and failures. Instead of feeling sorry for ourselves or giving up, we can reflect on what went wrong and how we can do better next time. For example, if you lose a job, instead of feeling hopeless, you can reflect on what skills you need to improve or what new opportunities you can explore. Self-reflection turns challenges into lessons and helps us become stronger and more resilient. Fifth, self-reflection helps us cultivate gratitude and contentment. In today's world, we are often focused on what we don't have. We compare ourselves to others and feel like we are not good enough. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate what we have and to find contentment within ourselves. Self-reflection helps us see the good things in our lives. It helps us focus on our blessings instead of our problems. For example, when you reflect on your day, you can think about the people who helped you, the things you achieved, or the moments of joy you experienced. This practice of gratitude makes us happier and more satisfied with our lives. Sixth, self-reflection helps us build better relationships with others. Stoicism teaches us to treat others with kindness, respect, and understanding. When we reflect on our interactions with others, we can see how our words and actions affect them. We can see if we are being fair, patient, and compassionate. For example, if you had an argument with a friend, self-reflection can help you see your part in the conflict and how you can make things right. It also helps us understand others better. When we reflect on why someone acted a certain way, we can develop empathy and compassion. This makes our relationship stronger and more meaningful. Seventh, self-reflection helps us live in the present moment. Stoicism teaches us to focus on the here and now, because the past is gone and the future is uncertain. Self-reflection helps us let go of regrets about the past and worries about the future. It helps us appreciate the present moment and make the most of it. For example, when you reflect on your day, you can focus on what you did well and what you enjoyed. This practice helps us live more mindfully and fully. Now, how can we practice self-reflection in our daily lives? Here are some simple steps. First, set aside a few minutes each day for self-reflection. You can do this in the morning or at night. Find a quiet place where you can be alone with your thoughts. Second, ask yourself questions. For example, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? What did I learn? How did I treat others? Was I true to my values? Third, write down your thoughts. Keeping a journal can help you track your progress and see how you are growing. Fourth, be honest with yourself. Self-reflection only works if you are truthful about your strengths and weaknesses. Fifth, be kind to yourself. Self-reflection is not about criticizing yourself, but about learning and growing. In conclusion, self-reflection is a powerful tool in Stoicism. It helps us understand ourselves, take responsibility for our lives, focus on what truly matters, deal with challenges, cultivate gratitude, build better relationships, and live in the present moment. By practicing self-reflection, we can become wiser, stronger, and more peaceful. It is not always easy to look at ourselves honestly, but it is worth it. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "Know thyself." This is the first step towards a good life. So take some time each day to reflect on your thoughts, actions, and emotions. Learn from your experiences, grow from your mistakes, and strive to live a life that is true to your values. This is the way of Stoicism, and it is the way to a better, more fulfilling life.